Hey yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Chad, and I'm in my humble abode, aka work, making y'all this video. But yeah, this video we're gonna be talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. This has to do with Caitlin Clark doing the Don't See Me, and then Angel Reese doing it after they won the championship, and people saying it's so classless, it's blah blah blah. First off, my thoughts are, who cares, right? And that'll be it for today's video, y'all. Leave a like down below if you guys, enjoyed the content. As always, it's been your boy Chad. But nah, for real, like, who cares? Who cares? LSU versus Iowa. LSU won at the end of the game. Angel Reese is doing this to Caitlin Clark, mimicking what she's been doing all tournament. And people are saying it's classes. Like I said, who cares? People have turned this into a race thing, which, you can say it is racist, People say, oh, Caitlin Clark, this is so funny. They're airing it out on TV and saying, wow, she's really hooping. She has such, she's talking, she got swag. She's
right, and no one does that better than Caitlin Clark. Just a couple of days ago in her game against Louisville, she basically told Haley Van Lith, you're down 15 points, shut up. We're gonna go talk to some of her teammates to see what are some of their best Caitlin clapbacks or best motivations. Let's find out.
The last game when she was like, you can't see me. That really got everyone fired up.
When she gets an and one, she'll like go like this and come to the bench and she'll be like, let's go. That's pretty fun. She gets pretty fiery in our timeouts. She might even clap back at us because she wants us to play with that same fire, and sometimes we're pretty even keeled, some of us, but she's like, let's go, come on, dive on the floor, whatever it may be.
She always will just come to me like after a timeout, before I'm like a tough stretch, we think, and she'll just like give me a little bit of extra reassurance. Honestly, I think the last Elite Eight game, I loved that she did the John Cena thing.
Talking trash back in the game, and then when Angel Reese does it, it's a problem. For me, it's like, this is basketball, bro. You're gonna talk trash on the court. If you win, you win. If you lose, then you're a loser. And yeah, you may be hurt. If you walk around all game doing this and the other team wins and the other team's star player does it back to you, hey man, a spade is a spade. You lost. They did your taunt back. That's it. The media's and people online are, oh, she's classless. I would never raise my daughters to do like that. And it's like they're just energy harvesting people. They're so upset. And it's like, bro, what is there even to be mad about? Angel Reese won. Her team won. You can just ignore it. They said she classless. Okay, but I won. They said, oh, she has not sportsmanlike. Okay, but she won. Who cares? Who cares? Then you have, people coming out doing all these think pieces on it. You have people defending her. Oh, when Angel Reese did it, it's a problem. But when Caitlin Clark did it, the only thing that's different between them is the race, because she's a white girl.
But here's the reality of the situation. She instigated this kind of stuff. Let's call it what it is. She was waving. She was doing the Cena. How about what she did to Raven Johnson? She didn't just go into the lane and not guard her against South Carolina in the national semifinal. She waved her off. She didn't mind being disrespectful. But I'm going a step further with this. We all know that there's a white-black issue here. Because the fact of the matter is, when Caitlin did it, people were celebrating it. And they were talking about nothing but her greatness. But then the second a sister stepped up and threw it back in her face, now you got half the basketball world saying, well, you know what? That's not the classiest thing to do. Yeah. That's not the way
it was the exact same thing.
It was the exact same thing. Now, you can make an argument that if they're doing excessive celebration in her face after the game is over, all right, then you can make that argument. But
who cares? Why are you this invested? We got to come up with think pieces. Like, I get it, but the white girl didn't win. Who cares? Then I see that, Jill Biden is now saying, oh, we want, they say after watching the NCAA basketball tournament or the championship, Jill Biden wants Caitlin Clark at Iowa to join LSU at the White House. First off, for me, it's like, Y'all are surprised that the Bidens, who literally said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I don't want my kids going to a racial jungle. You know, black kids are just as smart and as bright, or poor kids are just as smart and as bright as white kids. And then they turn around and the main girl who won, a black girl at LSU, is the winner with her team. And now Joe Biden saying, oh, we want Caitlin Clark at Iowa, the losers, to come along with them. It's like, and y'all are surprised, and they just keep harvesting y'all energy. You got Stephen A. Smith coming out here, you know, I don't mean any disrespect, lady, first lady, but would they still be allowed if they would have lost? Like, bro, who cares? Who cares? Angel Reese team won. I know people are like, this is a big deal, blah, 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 blah. It's not, because at the end of the day, after the game, who won? Angel Reese. Those are the only people that need to go to the White House. If they want to invite, if Jill Biden wants to invite Iowa and Caitlin Clark to the White House and they lost, and Angel Reese and LSU won, then I would not show up to the White House. I already won. It doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. And then you have, you know, Angel Reese coming out and making, you know, video after the game, basically saying, like, I don't fit in the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood. I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. When other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. And she's doing it for the people that look like her.
I'm happy. I mean, all year I was critiqued about who I was. Nobody, the narrative, I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit in the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood, I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. So this was for the girls that look like me, that's gonna speak up on what they believe in. It's unapologetically you. And that's what I did it for tonight. This was for it was bigger than me tonight. It was bigger than me. Twitter is gonna go in a rage every time. And I mean, I'm happy. I feel like I've helped grow women's basketball this year. I'm super happy and excited. So I'm looking forward to celebrating in the next season.
You know, that's cool. That's a good message. You know, the black girl and her team at LSU, they won the game. She put her swag up back, you know, beat the white girl at her own, you know, game. And it is what it is at the end of the day. No one's hurt. No one's crying. She won. The haters are mad because they just wanted the white girl in Iowa to win. They lost, and that's fine. But coming out with these think pieces and turning this into a whole race debate, I get it. They may not have said it if the white girl ended up winning. You know, if the roles were completely flipped, you know, things may be different, but they not. And the white girl's still a loser. Black girl still won. So why are we still talking about this? Just take your trophy, celebrate the way you want to. Who cares what the haters gotta say, and move on? Who cares? That's my whole point of this video. Who cares? People are upset and they're doing all this extra stuff, and it's like, why are y'all this mad, bro? Y'all, they're almost acting like defending her like this, and people saying she's classless and I would never let my kids be like her. They're doing all this like she lost. She won. If you don't want your kids to be like a winner, then hey, raise some losers. Go talk to Caitlin Clark and raise some losers. If you don't want your kids to taunt people on the court, ball up on them, be able to talk they trash, then hey, raise some kids that don't. But if you win, you can talk as much trash as you want to because you're a winner. If you lose, you can talk trash, but you still lost. You're a loser. So who cares? This conversation's over, bro. Let me know what, you know, y'all thoughts down below. As always, it's been your boy Chad from work. I'm out. Peace.